All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to MFGCast. We're doing our time after time fantasy generic fantasy, D&D fantasy, whatever you want to call it. Kind of breaking the rules on everything, that kind of thing. This is episode 2. I'm going to do something that I normally don't do when we roleplay. I'm actually going to do what happened last time, even though I hate that because I feel like if you're watching this, you've already listened to the other stuff and you know what's happening, but we'll do it for you anyway because I feel like a grateful. I feel like I should give you guys that information. So I'm going to do that. So you found out that our characters are part of this time travel experimental program. What they don't know is that besides their names, they don't know anything about themselves. When they got zipped into these bodies into the past, and they don't know anything about who they are except for their names. They don't really know anything about the characters that they're in except for what they look like. So if I'm going back in my notes, sorry about the page flipping. Jesse is in the or Tota is in the body of a huge orc. Belzarin is in a creepy looking gaunt thin elf. Tamarin is in the body of a mind flayer with a rad mohawk. Um, Cam is in the body of a beautiful fairy, and they are in the four of them are known as to themselves they're known as the extraordinary four detectives. But word around town is that they are the horrendous four, a name beknownst to everyone but you guys. When you got leapt into your bodies, you had each had a piece of the king that had been murdered. You all assume that it's yourselves that have done that, but you've met your little friend. Um, boy, tell you, so many things to remember. So I never remember them. Um, Quips. Their little friend that's part of this, that you assume is part of this time travel program, Quips, told them that they need to figure out who killed the king so they can leap out of their bodies and hopefully, I don't know, back to themselves or what. So they escaped from the king's castle. They flew down to a town to kind of get out of the way because they had been chased by the King's Guard because they thought that they were the murderers. So they escaped to the town of Roofdar, and they, in that town, have found the place where the Extraordinary Four reside. So you guys are outside of your place of business, and yeah, whatever you guys want to do next.
So I don't remember from last session. Uh Dude, when we were in the king's room, you specifically said there was no blood. We had body parts and stuff, but it wasn't like an abattoir while we were in there. Did we smell anything? Was there like the smell of blood or viscera or anything to indicate that this was something that had just happened?
Yeah, so I would like you to. So in my games, I always love to do perception checks. They're the best. So I would like you to roll a perception check for me to see if you can remember if you smelt anything like that.
My
Just
perception check
remember, John,
will
whoever
be
smelt it dealt it.
16.
Nice. So there was no smell of blood, but there was this acrid smell. Do you have any points in arcane at all?
No, I don't believe
I
so.
do.
Nope.
Oh, it's too bad. I'm not talking to you, Jesse. So, yeah, I would like you to roll. Boy, again, just because sometimes D&D doesn't have really stats for things that I want them to. Um, why don't you just roll like an arcane or like a is it like is there like trying to think of what the role would be exactly.
I mean, I think it would point it out to other, to the other people while we're kind of walking up on our building, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm walking and thinking about like shit, all these things that have happened in the last what feels like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
we wake up in this weird space and whatever.
Yeah, so yeah, if you point it out to everybody, if somebody is really good in magic, Toda, or whoever else, yeah, you can roll to see if you remember anything as well.
All
So I,
right.
That
I
would
think
be
I
an
just say
Arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arcana. Yep.
I
Yeah,
just say,
+2.
while we were there wasn't, I mean, we each had a body part, right? I
I
mean,
had the head.
right. And so we should have been covered in blood, but I mean, there wasn't even any smell. There was an acrid smell, but there wasn't any body smells.
And he'll go, and rub his apparently now hairy chin. Because I'm a big orc. And that is a 24.
Nice. So yeah, so Toda, you kind of think back to that too, and you were like, you feel like you're like, yeah, it definitely had a like smell of magic too. What kind
Like
of
burnt coffee.
yeah, what kind of magic spells do you have in your arsenal? I don't have
Um,
your character sheet on me at the moment.
I have a so he mostly concentrates on um on transmutation and enchantment, but I mean he has uh a various degree of spells, but I'll say like his like transmutation and enchantment are kind of his more bread and butter.
Okay.
um Of course,
Uh,
being a learned graduate of the scholarly arts, he is well versed in all various portents of arcana.
Perfect. So, just off the top of my head, do you have Mage Hand as one of your things?
I actually do have Mage Hand as a spell, yes.
Nice. Okay. So you automatically notice that smell for that
Mm-hmm.
spell. And it smells like something like Mage Hand, but it also has this other distinct and for lack of a better term, like wrong smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're like there's something not quite right in what was happening there. So
Mm-hmm.
you assume that Mage Hand was involved, but in a different way.
Gotcha. Yeah, so have you ever guys smelled like toasted butter? Like when you melt butter, but then it burns? And then you throw like a piece of bread in there that also burns, and then you also burnt your tea, and so it kind of like that bitter kind of like burnt smell. So that's kind of like what bad magic smells like, and that was it.
What do you mean by bad magic?
Well, geez, magic can it has a lot to do with the intent, right? Like like your intentions when using the magic. And so if you use it wrong, I mean, not wrong. You technically can't use magic wrong, but like when you use it to like hurt people or do bad things, then that's like bad magic.
So you think that a magic user came in here and dismembered the king?
And he will at that point like cast mage hand. So he like picks up a ball and like it like morphs into like this greenish translucent hand. And he's like, I mean, probably.
It couldn't have been an illusion, right? I mean, I could feel the leg that I was holding, right? I mean, if it was an
Oh no,
illusion, you wouldn't
definitely.
be able to.
I was holding his head. It was real.
Okay.
What I'm saying is somebody probably used magic to kill him. What I'm saying is I probably used magic to kill him.
I don't think
Wait.
that we did this. I mean, I don't remember.
But
like,
I was holding the head. Like,
no, I mean,
you
I
remember?
get it. No, I don't remember. See, that's the thing. The only thing I remember is waking up there holding the leg. I don't remember anything before that. I mean, I remember you. All of you.
But we don't remember much before that.
Do you remember anything?
No.
Tamron, what about you? Any recollection of anything prior to this?
Positively nothing.
Well, could we have been caught in a stray magic? Could we have been teleported in some way? Why do I look like a vampire?
Well, we already found out that what did the little creature tell us that we did this on purpose to ourselves, right?
He was rambling quite a bit.
There was a great deal of rambling.
Right, we did this on purpose to ourselves. So we're here for a reason, possibly.
He spoke to Quips was speaking to us as if we already knew each other. So for
Right.
sure, we know each other. And I think it's unlikely that any of us actually killed the king. We're here to find who killed the king. I don't believe that you killed the king.
well, I mean, obviously I wouldn't kill the king, but like maybe I killed the king.
Right. Okay, the other eye. The eye that you see in the
not
mirror.
me, but me.
Yeah, that too, I think, is probably unlikely.
Oh.
Can you dispel this? And he kind of just like waves his hands in front of himself.
No, I haven't. I mean, I have not prepared that kind of magic.
Okay.
Counter spelling isn't in my my repertoire.
Gotcha.
I can technically dispel magic, but do I actually detect any magic?
Is there any magic to dispel?
Is there anything to dispel?
Good question.
So she'll cast detect magic.
Okay.
On everything.
Yeah, normally she would just like flick her hair back, right? And it'd just be kind of like this like moment, but instead it's like tentacles. Yeah.
And technically, all you have is a mohawk, so you'd be kind of going like this almost.
Yes.
So yeah, as you detect magic, you actually everyone's fingertips light up as you were grabbing each body part. Each body part had the magic on it, and so for that, it transferred onto your hands.
Oh, some sort of tactile magic. Hmm.
Of course,
Well, suddenly-
none of us have the body parts with us. we all.
I do have the sudden urge to phone home, though. And it's strange.
Oh,
Nobody else?
Right, but just a thought. We should get this off.
Can we? Like he rubs his hands together.
Yeah, literally, you could like now that you can see it. Like, let's just say it's like fluorescent, and you just kind of do it, and it just looks like it's flaking off as you do it.
Can
Oh,
I,
shit, that actually
when
works.
when I detect magic on it, do I get any other information?
Hmm.
The type of magic or any of that kind of stuff.
The school
We
of
should
magic?
gather these particles.
Yes. What
Yeah.
school
Cam
of
starts
magic is
gathering
it?
the particles.
Yeah, I'll give you this. It's necrotic in nature.
Yeah.
So it's necrotic. Ooh, this is not good for my skin.
Ugh.
This is very aging. This causes lots of wrinkles. I have no interest.
I'll take it.
That's why you said it was the bad magic. No, I get it. Necrotic magic, of course. It's very bad. It ages you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I meant.
This is why I never furrow my brow. No line.
Oh. And Toto will like immediately raise his eyebrows. Like,
So what's to be done? What's our plan here?
Let's search this room. Like we're in our space, right?
Yeah, we need to find out more about us.
Let's find out who these nitwits are.
let's get to know ourselves.
Okay, so you're gonna go into your place of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go inside. You go inside the door, and it is a mess. There are scrolls all over desk. There are posters on walls. Wanted this much gold, this much silver, blah blah blah. There are whatever D&D's version of a cork board with a bunch of string going from here to there and everywhere and that
Ask
kind
for
of
that.
thing. Yep. There are even like random like clippings from the town paper here and there talking about the horrendous four foiled again. The horrendous four, will they ever solve a mystery? The horrendous four here and there kind of thing.
It's good to know
And
we
the
know how
only
to
thing-
motivate ourselves.
Yeah.
Get
And
the
the only
spirits
thing
up.
that breaks all of this chaos is that there is a desk, and perched upon this desk is this very short, very peculiar looking raven person on a perch. And it has like a almost a steampunky like brown coat with a brown worn top hat and a monocle over his right eye that's facing you. And he's perched upon this perch and is just sitting there very still.
I think I just like take a step forward and say, did you do this?
Are you talking to me?
I am indeed.
Oh my
I don't
god,
remember
he's
leaving such a
real.
mess in here.
You did this mess. Obviously. I don't get paid to clear up your messes.
How else do you get paid?
Is that bird talking?
Yes, he is. Do you work for us? Do you work here?
Wow. When they say you're the horrendous four, they ain't kidding.
Yes. He's just gonna shake his head.
Detectives, you're not.
Well, you're the one who took the job here, so I don't know what that says about you.
Well, I'm getting paid. I don't care. I don't care if you guys are bad or you're good. I do my job. I collect the jobs for you guys, and then I tell you what you're gonna do. And if you can't do them right, it's not my fault.
I step in close to Tamara and I say, I think he's drunk.
That's offensive. That's the way I talk.
Well,
I'm gonna have a talk with HR.
Pardon me for not remembering completely, but what was the last job that you got us?
You just got it. Don't remember.
No, I don't. I have a bad memory.
That's not the only thing that's bad. Well, obviously the king was in trouble. You went to help him.
Oh, all right. Who'd the job come from?
He like shakes his head almost like hard enough for his hat to fall off. And he's like, Jesus, oh God. Oh, never mind. He would never say Jesus. He's like, I mean, it was the royal vizier, of course.
Oh. And his name is...
Oh my God. Do not remember anything.
I have a really bad memory.
No kidding.
Really, I got drunk and don't remember.
His name is Olar, obviously. He's the only royal vizier in the land.
Oh, Olar. You remember him, guys, right? And he
yeah,
big
like
wink.
this big and kind of this wide.
Is it like you're like about this tall, he's about this big, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what. I tell you what, Lauren. And he looks at Bill Zarin. If you describe to me what this vizier really looked like, I'll give you 100 gold.
Tall, thin.
Wrong.
Okay, right. I took a shot to the head today. I don't really. Is there any paperwork associated with the job? Did Olar leave us anything? Prepayment, perhaps?
Well, he said he was going to give you payment on when you got there. Didn't you get the payment? You're supposed to always get the payment.
No, I don't believe the payment was in coin, but it's
Listen. We've had a very bad day, and some terrible magic has taken our memory, and we don't remember anything. So if you could actually just do your job and be helpful, that would be great.
I just told you who hired you and what you had to do. How much more information do I have to give you?
Everything, because we don't know anything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I demand a raise.
We're the horrendous four, remember?
But the sign says something else. I'm beginning to believe the people.
You know, I'll tell you what. If you help us remember, then I will give you an extra gold a week. How's that sound?
I'm sorry. I did not hear you. Can you repeat it?
I said I will give you an extra gold a week if you help us remember.
Wow, you're so loud. That was rude. Okay, fine. I will help you. So, okay, ask your questions.
Okay. Do you have the paper or scroll or whatever that the job came on?
I will find it. But
Excellent.
you made the mess. So I will have to look for a while.
Well,
That's fine.
we can all look. How about if we help? This will go faster
Ooh.
if we help.
We can play
Yeah.
hide and seek.
He runs away.
All right, so I'm gonna help look for whatever paperwork we might have.
I love helping them for stuff.
All right, I'm gonna have everybody roll perception check for me.
Woo!
At the very least, I'd like to help straighten up.
Yeah, I like to read some of
Ooh.
these articles too about how terrible we are.
I have a
5, maybe.
13.
Don't have
You said
Oh, no,
perception
I'm sorry.
3.
7.
Perception
13.
13. Cam, what'd you get?
15.
Tota, what'd you get?
3.
Okay, all
He
right.
did run away.
So yeah, exactly.
It's above my head. I can't see much. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
so,
I'm
like-
an orc though. I'm too tall. I
Yeah,
can't see the
exactly.
ground.
Yeah. He like walks and then bumps his head into like a pillar and is like, no,
I'm not used
and then
to
just
it,
goes-
right? I'm used to
yeah,
being like
exactly.
3 feet tall.
Exactly.
He's like Gandalf
And
in the Hobbit house,
Right.
bumping and everything.
Oh!
Exactly. Exactly. And Belzarin is just like almost like gliding across the room and just scaring everyone and not doing much else. So yeah, with the roles that Cam and Tamron got, yeah, you were just kind of looking around and stuff like that. Cam, you said you were looking at some of the other articles about the
Yeah, just to get
extra-
more information about who we are. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you can tell that this group has been doing it for a while. And this group has a knack for not solving a damn thing. So you've probably had like you're the only detectives in town that you've kind of like surmised it when you're kind of looking around because you have with the paperwork there's so many things that you guys are trying to do and have not done or failed at or whatever. At least the bodies that you're in.
Oof.
I mean, honestly, maybe we'd be better if we didn't have so much to do. Like, I think it's probably because we're spread really thin.
He calls out from a
can-
corner.
Yeah, exactly. Tamron, so you're kind of looking around and like you almost feel like this is like a needle in a haystack. Like you're really just like you pick up something, you're like, I don't even know what this is. You put it down, you look at something else. It's like a bill for like 12 pounds of horse meat, and you're like, where would they even put horse meat? I don't understand. It's just there's a lot of things that just don't quite make sense here. And you find a note, and it's in it's a scroll actually, and it's in really elegant handwriting, and it says it actually has a letterhead that says give me a second again because I have to go back. Sorry about that. From the what would it say exactly? So let's just say this. Let's say it has like a really like fancy like stamp on it. Like a letterhead. And the note reads, Dear Extraordinary Four, it has come to my attention that the King of Verdonia is in immediate danger. Sorry, I read something. I got distracted. Apologies. Um, uh, yeah, the king is in immediate danger. Um, we are looking at a death threat for the king. Your assistance is needed. Come post haste, or is that post haste? Is that what they say? Yeah, post haste.
Yeah.
And then it says the royal vizier. It doesn't even have his real name on it. It just says the royal vizier on it.
Uh, what? Does it have an official seal or anything?
Would he use the king seal, right? Because the scroll would probably have the wax seal on the outside
Yes.
and then probably at the bottom. So would it be the king seal?
Yeah, so uh the crow person comes kind of walking by and whatever, and he kind of sees it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, and then sorry, doing this voice is very hard apparently. He says, as you can tell, there's 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 the royal seal right on the skull itself. It's right from the king.
Well,
How
at
lo-
least we have one piece of evidence.
Hmm. So
It looks as though
clearly these idiots were set up, right? Like that's just
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. Yeah.
How long
Like,
ago
totally
did we
set up.
leave for this?
I did not catch up on that.
Oh.
The crow person says, "Well, you've only been gone for like half the day."
Do you think they would send someone here? So if they indeed set us up, and he uses air quotes, that they would come to finish the job?
Yeah, we may not be safe here.
Well, I think they definitely didn't plan on us surviving or making it out of there. Obviously, caught red-handed, and someone had already alerted the guards. We were just standing there, like, so.
Well,
Yeah, but-
wait, what happened? What happened?
Cam ignores him and just says, I'm pretty sure nobody saw us leave.
And they didn't see us, right? I mean, we found the
No.
floor door and left, so they
We
don't
found the
know
floor
who
door
was there.
and there was darkness.
But if we did indeed enter the castle, they would have known that we were there and went to go see the king. I just can't remember.
So, oh, these numbnuts. The vizier. Oh,
I mean, the vizier did it.
who knows?
Or at least facilitated, right? I mean, if there's no heir to the throne,
It's always the vizier.
right.
Wait, are you saying the king is dead?
I think all four of us turned to just look
Yeah,
at
like,
him.
oh yeah, right. This guy.
Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
That's a good idea.
You know what? I thought of something. I quit, and then he like flies out the door.
I thought something, I quit.
So you could tell, like when he finds out that the king is dead and that you're tied to it, he wants no part of it.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go tell somebody that we're here. We probably need to leave.
Is there anything here you think? Let's. And he looks at the place that's already kind of like tossed. He says, let's toss this place and see if we can't find anything useful.
Kurt, we tossed the shit out of this place. We're looking for floor doors. We're looking for secret rooms. We're looking for all of the things.
I
Well,
kick
all
over
you-
a desk.
Yes, there's
Can
desks
I
being
kick a
kicked, There's
desk?
bookshelves being emptied. We're trying to find like secret book doors, everything.
Well, but I'm assuming we sleep here, right? So, like, if our quarters are here,
We flip the beds.
open the foot locker at the base of the bed. Is there anything in here that's useful?
Man,
that
I
maybe
don't think
triggers any other
opening
memory?
I don't think opening a business right now is the best idea. Oh, because Foot Locker is a store that sells shoes. Never mind.
Yes, thank you.
I get
Okay,
it. Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I love that.
Don't quit your day job.
To open up a Foot Locker.
All right, so what are you looking for in particular?
I mean, I don't think he is. What do I find? So if there's bedrooms and we all have a separate bedroom, not that we would necessarily know whose was whose, but run in, is there a dresser? Open up the drawers. Is there a wardrobe? Pop what is there anything in here that is useful or triggers any sort of useful memory?
Okay. All right. I will have you all again roll me another perception check.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
19?
natty 20.
Oh, you just
Ooh,
had to,
nice.
right?
18
I had to.
plus 6, 24.
God damn it.
14.
Okay. All right. So you all rolled well. Okay. Jesse, you get to pick. So you get to A, remember one of your own memories. B, remember a memory of the person that you're in. Or you can find something very special.
I'm going to be selfish and answer one of my own memories.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
get to
want
know
you
me.
to I want you to pick something then. Pick something that you want to know about yourself.
Hmm. What do I want to know about myself?
Oh, such a good question.
Right?
So many possibilities.
What is my favorite book?
Ooh. Ever or right now?
Right now. Toda lives
Okay.
in the moment.
Yeah. Your favorite book right now is the Book of Necromancy.
Ooh,
Oh, come on. God damn it.
such a good book.
Maybe he did kill the king.
Hey, I didn't tell you that. You keep that quiet.
Written by the
Don't
premier
metagame,
necromancer
John.
of our time.
Player privilege,
Necromancy.
confidentialism.
So you see Toda, like he's flipping through a bunch of stuff and there's like books on shelves and everything and he's looking all through and then he like freezes mid-movement and like stares up into like the back of his head almost. And then kind of goes like a little pale.
I think he's having a stroke. Grab
Toto.
him.
Toto.
Yeah. Hi. I was
you
with
okay?
us?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I was just thinking of some stuff.
Did it hurt?
And no, I'm good. I don't think I can really get hurt in this body.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I think
but
we can.
Like,
yeah.
no, I mean, I can clearly get hurt, but like this guy's pretty big.
That does. I mean, that does pose a question of what happens. Do we get hurt, or do
I don't
these
know.
people get hurt? Like what?
I wonder if it's like a dream, maybe, where like you know how you can't get hurt in a dream, like you can get hurt in a dream, but you don't get hurt. But then
Mhm.
there is that whole theory about if you die in a dream, then you die in real life. So like maybe if we can't get hurt here, but if we die here, we're still dead.
I mean, I'd rather not find out.
Oh no. I mean, if you died, you kind of wouldn't find out anyway, I guess, unless somebody knew necromancy and they brought you back to life. But who would know necromancy? Nobody would want to learn that, right? That's crazy.
Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not test it right off the bat.
Well, okay.
Okay.
If you're fine, then that's good.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm good. Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Definitely no necromancy happening over here either.
He just kind of squint at you a little bit.
Okay. So, um, everybody rolled really good, didn't they, in this one?
24-19. He got a natty, and Leslie had a 14-15.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. So, Belzaran, so you're looking kind of through your stuff or whatever, and you find this cloak, and it's real sleek and real fine, and it's almost like an ice blue. And when you kind of go to like grab it, it feels like there's magic imbued in it, but you don't know what that is.
Does it? Do I get this? Well, does it fit me? Right? I mean, because we're all so differently shaped.
Oh yeah, so you can tell because you're this lengthy, lithe kind of elf. You're the only person that would fit.
Fits my goth aesthetic. There's some
Yes.
blue and purple in it. Yeah.
That's right.
There's some horns stitched in
Black
like,
with a lot
Exactly.
of buckles.
Yeah.
It's a little patch that says "Hot Topic" down on the bottom.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I I hold it out. I look at it. I get the sense that there's something up to it. So I spin it around and fasten it around my neck. Give the room one last once over, and assuming I don't find anything else, I'll head back towards the main room to
Yeah.
see if anybody else has found anything, and then in a moment when we have a moment, I'll ask Toda, what sort of sense they get from the cloak, but.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
really good on you.
Oh yeah, thanks. It's yeah, it's and he like pulls it up some and he fiddles with the clasp with the neck. It feels like there's some magic in here, and he like holds out the
that's
hem.
so cool.
Can you get any sense of what this might be? I obviously don't remember.
Nope.
Oh, nothing at all.
I don't. Oh, I mean, there could be. I can't do that.
Oh, you don't. Okay. All right. Well, sure. That's fine. I mean, I guess we'll just, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so everyone's still kind of looking around, and Tamron, you find this picture on the wall that looks like your embodiment, the character that you're in, and you see that she has her arm wrapped around another mind flare, and there's this little jewelry box that hangs on the wall right next to it.
She will detect magic on it.
Ooh.
Nice.
You
So-
came to the wrong mage there, John.
So the box itself isn't it isn't registering any magic, but something inside is.
It's not trapped with magic. Okay.
It's not a mimic. It's not a tiny mimic.
She'll take it off the wall.
Yeah. So you open this little jewelry box, and inside is this almost this like choker necklace, and it has instead of like rubies or beads around it, it actually looks like little squids that are kind of woven together.
Yeah.
Hmm. And this is clearly magical.
Yes.
Uh, what does my detect magic tell me about the school of magic?
Yeah. So what it tells you is that this necklace is a magical weapon, basically. So what you can do is you can um, grab it from your neck and almost make it into a like thin knife, basically, that can uh, slice through just about anything. But it also has properties of like it almost like moves. So like it almost like you can tell it feels like it would move almost like a tentacle would, but it's got real like sharp slicing to it.
Hmm. Okay. Um,
You immediately put it around your neck.
yes, I'm gonna chop my head off.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're dead.
And I'm dead.
Yep. Your head is next to the king's. Let's see.
That all makes sense now.
Let me-
I was studying necromancy. You have a chain garrote. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna write down people's things that I've been telling them about so I remember this.
yeah, that's why we record.
Yep,
So that you can not go back and listen to it.
exactly. Exactly.
Somebody's gotta edit
Until
it.
yeah, until 8 months later I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Okay. And then last but not least, Cam, you're what are you looking for something for yourself as well? Are you looking at your character's things? Are you looking for clues? What are you looking for exactly?
um I'm specifically looking for uh I guess it would be I guess it would be something that has to do with who I am. Like not I mean like the fairy with the dark wings there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Looking for more
for sure.
information about the world we're in through the persona that I am.
Yeah, for sure. So you go into this like locker that you assume is yours because um it's small, petite. Um and you what you kind of don't realize is that you've actually been flying this whole time.
Oh.
So like you are this fairy and you like it just like it doesn't dawn on you because you feel like this is not who you are personally. And you open up this little locker of yours. And inside the locker, you actually see a bunch of clippings of things. You see this it almost trying to think of how to describe it. So you are actually your character is kind of following what's happening with the kingdom. So you see that there's this little article about the Crestia mines. Crestium Crestium mines. And you see that the king of like an article that says the king of Verdonia to open up the Crestium mines. And the article basically talks about that these inside these mines there is this I'm trying to think of the right word, like almost like gem called crestium, and that it is imbued with magical power, and that while the town and the kingdom, or the kingdom itself, is really excited about the prospect of crestium, little is known about what crestium can do. Then you see another article that's a little bit later, and it says uh, crestium found volatile. And this little article that says while the king of Verdonia is excited about crestium and what it can do for the kingdom, some of his scientists have found out that crestium can be trying to think of another word for volatile, but like unstable.
Unstable. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the article's basically saying like now the townspeople are forbidden from going to the crestium mines for fear of danger, people endangering themselves. And then you see another article that's a little bit further in that, and it says that it says crestium. What would it be? Let's see, like tons of crestium stolen from the mines. And it's one of those things where it says that even though it was heavily guarded by the King's Guard, the crestium mines were assaulted by a bunch of ruffians, and that a lot of the crestium was stolen. And now you see another article that says the crestium mines have been shut down, and they basically say like there's no crestium left. The mines have been forever like closed, like they used like magic to kind of like make the caves like cave in, basically, to cut off the land from crestium.
Does it say who gave that order? By order of the
king to close the mines.
king himself. Okay.
Yes, correct. Yeah, like one of the things, and I'll kind of give you this. One of the things that that really is a point in these articles is that the king is, even though the king wants the crestium, it almost sounds like in these articles that he cares more about the safety of the land than he does about the crestium itself, which is unlike most kings.
Aha. Okay. All right. I'll bring that out. I'll bring all that stuff out. All right. I'll present them to the group and to say it seems as though we had some sort of a issue in the town with these crestium mines, and I'll start like passing out some of the articles. The king seems to have wanted to shut down the mines, but this element has been stolen to a large extent, and they want everyone to believe that the mines are empty. And now the king is dead.
Well,
It seems like a pretty decent place to start.
We could go to the mines and look. If the gems reacted in a way in which wasn't expected, and turned out that it was potentially volatile and dangerous, perhaps the vizier had tried to maneuver the king into war or using it for nefarious purposes.
Oh, but why would he do that?
Why do people do anything?
Well, at least it outwardly feels like the king was against something like that. I wonder how long the king was dead before we ended up with his body parts in our hands.
Are there dates on the articles? Or is there some
Uh,
nomenclature to
yeah, let's say there are, but because you what do you want to know in particular about the dates?
I mean, I guess if if there's a desk calendar in fantasy realm, like we could look to see like at least what the month is, right? So
Yeah,
like
like over the course of how long a time were these articles coming out?
right. Was it yesterday? Was it 2 years ago? Was it,
Yeah.
within this current
Yep.
year frame,
Like,
if there's
yeah,
some,
yeah.
cylindrical uh scenario
Yeah.
that we can, yeah.
Yeah, let's say that the first article came out about a year ago. And then the last one that you read about the mines being closed down is about a month ago.
About a month ago. And is there, I would assume there's a date on the scroll from the vizier
Mm-hmm.
when
Yep.
what
So if you compare the date on the scroll to the date that you would consider today, you received it this morning. You would
okay.
assume.
Yeah, yesterday or today, something like that. It would
Right.
be
So
our
Yeah, yeah,
priority
yeah.
to, yeah.
He was dead.
Yep.
Uh, I probably. I mean, well, we can't stay here, right? We should probably leave.
No. Yeah.
Good find though.
Yeah. Thank you.
Does the article
Shit.
say where the mines are?
Yes, for
Okay,
sure.
then we should go that way. Lead the way.
We go.
Was that what you're doing? You're heading out to the
Yeah,
Crestia mines?
I think. Well, yeah, that's a suggestion, at least from Cam and Balzarin. Is I think
Well,
we should hit these mines up.
alternatively, we could ask questions around town since this was something that happened recently.
Do we want to stay here though is the problem, right? If our drunk friend decides to rat us out, or if the vizier decides to send a contingent of royal guardsmen this way, we might not want to be seen around town.
All right.
What time of day is it?
Let's say it's like mid-afternoon now.
I mean,
Okay.
we could, Tam. I mean, if you think it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I think
I mean, these people exist here.
I'd like to do that. I'd like to snoop around and see if we can pick up because I don't feel particularly safe with the circumstances that are surrounding this so far. I think you're right. I think we've been set up, but I also think that the wheels were in motion to set us up long before we entered these bodies. That's what it feels like to me anyway. So I think asking around might be a little risky. So yeah, I think heading to the Crestian mines, but also seeing what information we can sort of pick up on stealthily.
To the inn?
To the inn.
Listen to the general chatter, see if anything seems amiss.
Yeah, we should try to stay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about being seen. I'm definitely worried about being seen.
Mm.
I mean, forewarned is forearmed. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we have our wits about us. So, perhaps even if a further trap were to be sprung, we would be waiting and ready to flee.
I understand splitting the party is probably a bad idea, but what if we did like two of us go snoop around the inn and two of us start heading out to the Crestian mines?
Hmm. I suppose we
Speed is
could.
probably speed is probably a good idea to try to get some more information.
Does anyone have a preference?
I hmm.
Toda tries to make himself look like big and important. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know if
just
I want to split up. Actually,
I'm just curious if there's any. So this doesn't give any details about how it was dangerous, and so I'm curious if anyone has stories about what happened that could give us a little more information about why the Christian was so dangerous.
yeah, that is curious. There isn't any actual details.
Yes, and I know this is leaping to conclusions, and please forgive me, but what if they used the Crestium to kill the king? I'm just wondering why it ended up with necromantic uh, residue.
Goo, residue,
Yes, residue on my hands, on your hands, on everyone's hands. That's
gross.
odd for a spell.
I don't know. It is. Why would anybody use nobody uses necromancy? That's crazy.
You seem awfully hung up on the whole necromancy thing, Toda's.
I'm not your hey, she's the one that keeps bringing it up.
Is it is it that book you have that was written by the foremost authority on necromancy, Necro Nancy?
I don't have any book. I mean, not. Have you seen it? No, I
Oh,
don't have it.
I thought you had a book.
No, I don't have books.
Shut
You have books?
what is going on here? This is
Feel like there's a book.
there's something going
No
on
book.
with you.
I'm fine. How are you?
Soda!
Suspicious of you because you're being so guilty.
What? Because I'm worried about how my friends are doing?
Right. So anyway, I'm curious if this substance is necromantic in nature.
So do you want to be part of the mine party then?
I'm saying if we ask around, perhaps there are people who recall what happened and why it was so dangerous.
Yeah, I think I'm backing off on the split the party thing. Actually, I want to keep us. I think we need to stay together.
It probably makes sense.
Yeah, let's stay together. I want everyone to sort of be wary that we're probably being searched for.
Okay. Tamara, by the way, can you get because you do the magic thing too? Can you tell me what this is?
Uh, let's see. The detect magic's probably still up. What am I seeing?
Are you talking about your cloak?
Yeah, I hold the hem of the cloak
Yeah,
out.
for sure. Yeah. So Tamron, you get the sense that this is a cloak of invisibility.
Hmm. If you spend a little time communing with it, it might make you invisible to the eyes.
No way.
Hmm.
Is there like a power
Right.
word or is there something I have to do? Make me
Just-
invisible. And he like takes the cloak and he wraps it around himself.
Well,
That
usually
hurt for a
usually they
while.
tell us to write any information like your name and stuff on a tag. So maybe there's on that.
Nope, maybe takes the hasp off, spins it around, looks on the inside, see if there's a tag.
Is it
No,
like dry
unfortunately, no
cleaning
tag.
only, or
Yeah, exactly. Line dry.
It just says Hot Topic. I don't. Is that the brand here or?
Let's go to this hot topic place and see what's going on over there.
Only if it's the hot topic of about 20 years ago.
but we are in the past, so it probably is.
Probably is. The
Well,
heyday.
thank you for that.
Yeah, so just wear it and commune with it and then exert your will and it should function for you.
He nods kind of slowly. Okay. All right. Sounds easy enough. Be invisible. Be invisible.
Not very patient, are we?
But no, I'm working. Want to get it in my, thinking about it.
Mhm. So I guess there's one inn in town, right?
There is.
Is it near the shop? Is it near where our building is?
You can see it. It's not near it, but it's down the way a little bit.
Okay.
Is there a market, like an open market?
Just because I don't get to roll dice enough, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, there is. I just rolled a 20. It's a huge market.
And it's
So
Friday.
she basically Tierman's like, why don't on our way out of town we just walk through the market and I'll look for someone who looks like they would like to have a conversation.
You might be hard pressed to find someone who wants to talk to one of us, but let's give it a shot.
I might be able to make that a little easier.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we'll head towards the market on our way to wherever these mines are. Do we know where the mines are?
Yeah, there was an
James said he
address.
knew.
There was an address in the articles.
Yeah.
Northwest of town.
Crestium
we'll
Drive, the 16 Crestium Drive. Roofdar. That's the name of the town, right? Roof. What is it?
Does there
Roofdar.
happen to be a
Roofdar.
map in this place of the?
Let's say that Cam found a map to the Crestium mines in with all the articles.
It's on the cork board and it has all the strings on it. We were clearly thinking about this. Our characters were looking at this beforehand.
For sure. All right.
Like dead king question mark and then like a yarn that goes to the castle.
So we start heading in the direction, I guess, that we think it is, and then towards the central market.
Yeah, for sure. So so you're heading to the market and it's actually quite busy. So like the people are selling various fruits and vegetables. There's like woven baskets. People are selling all kinds of different things. There's actually like food vendors that they're making different kind of foods and stuff like that. A lot of really good smells and that kind of thing. There's a lot of performances. So like there's a lady doing magic in a corner. There's someone that's doing like acrobatics, a lot of flipping and stuff like that. And there's just a lot of vendors that are here and there. Just really, there's a real hustle and bustle.
Are we still with it? Are we still like, has it been 8 hours since we woke up? Because that's how long I had that whole psychic whispers thing. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if I need to cast it again or if we're still underneath those.
Let's say that you're really close to it.
All right, I'll blast off another psychic whisper, and I say in everybody's head, we're connected with my psychic whispers.
It's a little disturbing, not gonna lie.
We're inside each other's minds.
Stop it.
We can't stop it.
Badger. All right, so walking through Tamron is looking for a flower. The flower lady. The flower lady. The florist.
Okay. So yeah, so you're walking around and you see this, like, there's a lot of different things around, and you see this beautiful stand with a lot of potted plants, a lot of different flowers and stuff like that. And there's this lady behind, this human lady that's behind a stand or whatever. She's got a really ornate headdress that she's wearing. It flows down. It's got like flowers that are kind of etched in it in like gold. Um, and she's wearing like a really beautiful white dress. And she sees you, and she says, "Ah, Puck, good to see you. Have you come for more plants?"
Um, Tamron is going to bow deeply and respond, indeed, I am here for the plant of the week. And she pulls out a coin to trade for whatever
Is it? I'm
plant
pretty
this
sure
lady
that's
is
a
pulling out.
subscription service where they send you a
Right?
random box to your house once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What exciting greenery have you in store for me today?
And she's like, I have some beautiful rhododendrons for you. You can put those outside of your outside of your business, and they come out quite well and beautiful, and they're really good for not only for their looks, but also to kind of ward out some different bugs and stuff like that. So it plays twofold.
Hmm. Like sun, a little bit of water, a lot of water.
Yes, you want to try to, you know, well, to tell you the truth, they can get as much sun as they want, but you have to make sure that you water them very, very nicely. Maybe once every other day. You don't have to make it every day, but make sure you take quite care of them.
Oh, absolutely I will, as she's gathering up the rhododendrons. Um, so darling, I have a question for you. This is just something that was going through. Do you remember that terrible business a while back about the Crestium?
Oh, and she kind of like looks like kind of like to the left and to the right. And she says, "Uh, we're not supposed to talk about the Crestium. No, no, no."
Well, I know, but you know, I'm always looking for really interesting things to research. And I was just very curious, whatever happened to people when they interacted with it? I remember someone saying it was dangerous, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
And she like really kind of like nervously like kind of messes with like her dress, and she kind of like absentmindedly kind of plays with her headdress a little bit, and she kind of like looks to the left and right, and she says, Yes, yes, I love them as well." And she gets kind of quiet, and she says, "Well, the scuttlebutt is that some of the people that were trying to acquire the Crestium um, used their bare hands on it, and that was what killed so many."
Oh, how did it kill them? I love a good daffodil, don't you?
Oh, I love daffodils. They're just divine. And she says, "Well, it, it's still kind of up in the air. Some people would just melt into a green goo, and some people would just light on fire. I mean, it's said that the Crestium is it, it- the magical properties within the Crestium is just it's above anything else, and that's why the king had to blow up the mines. He couldn't have anybody having that kind of power."
Oh, it was very chaotic. That's interesting. Do you have anything with medicinal properties for an upset stomach?
Oh, of course. Yes. I've got one for upset stop diarrhea. Yeah, she's like, yes, I've got quite the thing for you. So, it's one of those things where it's very hard. It's very against the law now like, I am risking my life even talking to you about this, but because we're such good friends, of course.
I am honored that you trusted me with this, and I assure you, you're very safe with me.
Yeah. Oh, how's Philly?
Delightful.
Oh, that's good. I haven't seen her around in a while, so I was just wondering how she's been.
Mm. You know how it is.
Oh, Philly. Philly's gonna be Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, I'd love to sit here and chat, but I've got to get back to my business. But it was good seeing you.
Yes, it was great seeing you, and I'll be back next week.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I will have a nice, beautiful plan for you next week.
Perfect. Ta-ta! Who the fuck is Philly? So walk away.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else that anybody else wants to be doing in the market?
Can we
Listen.
make the ever-present perception check to
Yeah.
just kind
Of
of
course
overhear
you can.
conversation?
Yeah, for sure. Roll a perception check for me.
No, I got an 8.
Yeah, Cam
Some guy
would be like
talking about his
sneaking around,
pigs.
trying to like overhear conversations and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a
16.
16 listening for anybody that says king or necromancy.
Ooh, doing a keyword
Nice.
search.
Nice.
Keyword
Nice.
search.
Nice. Yeah.
Control F.
Yep. Hey Siri, here's some keywords for
Oh,
you. Oh,
shit.
sorry. I
My
said
Siri
it.
just turned
It
off.
made my phone go off.
Cam
I'm
got a
sorry, John.
22
What did you?
for
Oh,
similar
nice.
similar
Perfect.
things. I'm just more like eavesdropping. Maybe
Okay.
some people are
So-
standing around bulletin boards, like newspaper postings.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. So we'll start with Tota. So Tota, you're kind of listening for different things and stuff like that, and you're trying to hear, for like any scuttlebutt on anything. And you don't hear anything about necromancy at all. It's just one of those things you're scared. You're kind of like every once in a while, you just, for some reason, you're like, all of a sudden you're like, what? Huh? And you're like, there's nothing, just because you're a little shaken up by your memory. And you hear kind of far off in the distance because you're really concentrating and you're young. So you've got probably a better ear than some older people do. And you hear someone, you hear someone say, did you hear? The king, he's dead. What? Yeah, severed. His body severed into many pieces. What, you're kidding me? Who did it? I don't know, but apparently the king's guard is on their way as we speak. Oh, well, I don't want to be here when they come. I know. Let's go.
I will immediately run to the nearest person that I see
Okay.
if I can remember what you guys look like.
We can talk to each other in our heads, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Psychically whispering.
Yes.
Psychically whispering, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I start frantically looking around until I hear Tamron in my voice in my head say, "Has anybody found anything yet?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's right! I can talk to you guys. Okay, cool." King's Guard on the way. They know the king's dead. Apparently it's hit like the people know, like the word's out. King's Guard is coming here. I don't know if they're looking for us specifically. But yeah, probably a good idea that we're not hanging around.
Okay. Well,
And then
we should probably pick up some provisions on the way. So, just buy some food and stuff because we're probably never coming back.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Should have hit the fridge first.
And as you guys kind of get done with your conversation, Cam, you see off in the distance, kind of across the way from where you guys are at, you see the same insignia that you saw on the scroll hiring you, and you see like probably about 12 to 15 Kingsguard. And it's something that for you seems unusual because they look like very big, very beefy, like boar people with like big nose rings and huge muscles, and they are combing the crowd,
right,
asking for certain names. They're like, if you know the whereabouts of and they say Roni, Lauren, Puck, and Gauche.
Puck hits me because I know Puck.
That's us.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just so I'll say it's too late. They've sent Bebop and Rocksteady Army. We need to get out of here now.
Let's go.
They're
Go
coming.
invisible.
John, I want you to roll me a d20. If you have any arcane, you can add to that.
I do not.
Okay.
It's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you keep going, go invisible, and nothing happens.
Can you guys see me?
Yes.
No,
Shit,
I can't.
we should run.
Okay. Are you guys gonna head to the mines, or are you gonna head somewhere else?
Probably the mines.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, that's our other key location right now, right?
Yeah, for sure. All right.
And they
So you head to the
probably won't look
mines.
for us there.
What were those names again that they were asking for? I got Puck.
Yeah. Yep. So
Lauren.
Puck, Lauren. Yep. Roni, which is Rhonny,
Yeah.
and Gauche, which is Gauche.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. So you guys in the form of the what did I say? Fabulous Four.
The horrendous four.
Yeah, yep, the horrendous four. Yep, we might as well just stick with that. Head to the mines, and we'll call it there.
Oh, God damn it.
You guys
I
are in
don't wanna
more
be
trouble than you
Roni,
were
and I
before.
really hope that my first name is Peppa.
All right, so we all right. Framed Prestium.
Yep, set up by a guy with a cobra staff and a talking parrot.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're welcome.
much. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Yep.
I was
Exactly
like,
what I was
please
thinking.
let it be Jafar. Please.
Jafar.
Olar.
Yep. Yeah, and it's funny because every time I do things, I'm like, they're gonna think it's this, and then as soon as you said that, I was like, of course you're gonna think it's that.
The Royal
Nothing-
Vizier.
Nothing is original. And it's funny
that's
because I was
awesome.
trying to think of another word instead of like the king's second in command, and I was like, the Royal Vizier sounds fun,
No,
but
this
it
is
also
fun.
is
This fun
Aladdin.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah,
The Crestian mind is definitely going to be like a tiger head, though. Definitely.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you already had your raven was your bird. You've got your Royal
Yeah.
Vizier. Actually, I think what I'm
Yes.
gonna do is I think I'm gonna have the raven be the Vizier's bird. I'm gonna be like, also
Right, yeah.
use turns on you.
Yeah, he's
Right,
betraying
yep.
us.
Goes
Yeah,
to
of
pure
course.
evil.
Of course.
Yes.
Yep.
Iago. Yeah. Calm yourself, Iago.
All right. The big question is which one of us is going to fall in love with the Sultan's daughter who has
Who is
a
the
were
Aladdin?
tiger bodyguard?
Yes.
I feel like the illithid is not. That's not the vibe. That's
Hey,
not the
you don't
vibe.
know.
But I am very
You don't know
curious
what
about
she's into.
who's in that picture, though. Like, there's another illithid in play somewhere.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Which I assume is who the woman at the market was asking about, but you didn't tell us about
Yeah. Yeah. We got the names now. Now we just got to figure out who's who. We know who Puck is.
Well, yeah.
who
Well,
Lauren is.
Belzerin is Lauren.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the bird called him Lauren.
The bird. Damn it. Yes.
Yeah. I would assume Tamarin is Roni. And the orc is Gauch, but that'd be my gut.
We'll have to find out next
Yeah.
time.
Just call it the name.
All right,
Hey,
well-
Gauch. Hey, Gauch. Let's see who turns around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everybody turns around. What? No. Yeah.
Actually a really common name around here.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, right. Gauch is
Like-
definitely an orc name.
Yeah. Gauche is like Sam. It's like everybody's got that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
just
There's not
happens.
enough apostrophes in it to be an orc
Right.
name.
Yeah, that's true. There needs to be more apostrophes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we did it. Thank you to everybody who has joined us for watching this. Thank you for just I don't know. It's been really fun doing this, and hopefully as we kind of go, hopefully our characters kind of beef up a little bit. Everybody has fun doing that. I know I have fun GMing it. Hopefully everybody's having fun watching it. If you
I don't know what you're
like
talking
what you
about.
hear
I'm an
here,
orc. I'm beefy enough.
nice. There you go. If you like what you see here, just a reminder that the MFG Cast, we're a podcast where we talk about games. We also do role playing as well. So, like, if you don't already know, we already have a fantasy D&D thing going on there. We also have a core noir campaign that I have John Haremza, who plays Belzarin. That's going really well too. We were on the last season of that, but that is ramping up to be really fun as well. We also talk about a bunch of board game stuff as well. So make sure that you check us out. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you then. See you later.